Come on in close. Come on in. We'll block the wind with the candles.
Well, go on. No, I can't get any closer because I can't zoom
And let's
out
let this
anymore.
one go by. All right. We'll persevere then.
Linda, you're on.
All right. We gather here today on the occasion of our 50th anniversary of our graduation from Tipton High School to remember our classmates who have passed away and are with us only in spirit today. We shared a special bond during our formative years that will remain with us for the rest of our lives. We'll always remember our classmates with affection for a mutual time in our lives that only we shared together. It's only fitting then that we should include in our celebration those who have passed away much too soon. We come together in this bittersweet moment with sadness because they are dearly missed, as well as joy for having known them. For those we hold dear never die. For as long as we live and remember, they are with us today in spirit as we include them in our celebration. We have all taken many different paths in our lives, but we unite again today as a class to reminisce and rejoice for all life has given us, especially to be here today and to remember those who are not. So, we come together to pay tribute to the lives of our deceased classmates and remember them with affection. We remember Joanne Burkhart Adams. Would someone light her candle, please? Joanne was the first member of our class to pass away on October 1st, 1978. Joanna and her husband Doyle and sons Tony, age 12, and Brian, age 11, all passed away together in a tragic car accident. Joanne was 31 years old. Joanne married Doyle Adams on May 22nd, 1965. She was a seamstress at California Manufacturing at the time of her death. They lived near Cleaver, Missouri. We remember Danny Johnson. Danny passed away on April 12, 1991 at the age of 43 in St. Louis, where he made his home. He graduated from the University of Missouri with a degree in accounting. He married Janet Garner, and they had 2 daughters and a son. Danny worked as an accountant in St. Louis. Danny was also our senior class president. We remember Mary Beth Ketterlin Lubring. Mary Beth passed away on February 7th, 1997 at the age of 49. She married Stanley Lubring on October 21st, 1967, and they had 3 sons. Mary Beth and Stanley first lived in Tipton and then later in Chanute, Kansas, where they owned and operated Advanced Systems Modular Homes. Mary Beth also worked for the community college in Chanute, as well as being a student there. We remember Tony Knipp. Tony passed away on August 8, 2004 at the age of 57. He attended Central Missouri State College, now University, for 1 year before serving in the Air Force from January 1967 to December 1970. Tony returned to employment in Tipton, then Columbia, and finally Jefferson City, where he lived at the time of his death. Tony battled with heart disease and received 2 heart transplants. Having a heart transplant is rare, let alone 2. This is also fitting of Tony because he certainly was one of a kind. Tony is survived by his daughter Michelle, son-in-law Kevin, and granddaughter Courtney. We remember Billy Johnson. Billy passed away on September the 11th, 2009 at the age of 62. Billy married Judy Petrie from our class on June 3rd, 1966. They had 3 daughters. They made their home in Jefferson City. Billy was a U.S. Army veteran who served in Vietnam. He was employed as a carpenter for many years, and lastly at St. Mary's Hospital in Jefferson City before his retirement in 2009. We remember J.E. Robbie Robertson. J.E., later known as Robbie, passed away on January 13, 2010 at the age of 62. J.E. was married to Doris Dick. He was the father of a son and 2 daughters. J.E. served in the U.S. Navy during Vietnam. He was a lieutenant for the Missouri Department of Corrections for many years before his retirement. We remember Gary Fisher.
Good, you're one ahead. We're one ahead.
Gary passed away on January 19, 2013 at the age of 66. He was married on April 8, 1972 to Janice Williams. They had 3 sons and a daughter. Gary owned and operated Fisher Electric and Plumbing, 2 Kids Dairy Bar, and Fisher's Car Lot in Tipton. He also traveled to many fairs with his Ozark Mountains concession selling kettle corn. We remember Wanda Gerhart Haley.
You're one ahead.
Wanda passed away on April 12, 2014 at the age of 66. Wanda graduated from the University of Missouri with a teaching degree in home economics. On July 12, 1969, she married Bill Haley, and they had 2 daughters. Wanda was a home economics teacher where she spent the last 25 years of her career with the R2 Middle School in Bland, Missouri, retiring in 2012. Among her many talents, she was known for throwing the best haunted houses at Halloween time. Wanda and her husband lived in Bell, Missouri. We remember Judy Petrie Johnson. Judy passed away on September 10, 2014 at the age of 67. She was married to Billy Johnson of our class on June 3, 1966. She worked for the Missouri Department of Revenue and Department of Employment Security for 35 years before her retirement. They had 3 daughters. Judy and Billy made their home in Jefferson City. We remember Mary Ellen Martin Hill. Mary Ellen passed away on January 15, 2015 at the age of 67. She worked for over 28 years at the Missouri Farm Bureau in Jefferson City, retiring in 2003. Mary Ellen was married to Norris Hill for 48 years, and they had a son and a daughter. Mary Ellen was an excellent seamstress and made beautiful prom and wedding dresses. She was a huge MU sports fan and loved farming and raising Hereford cattle, where she and her husband lived in New Bloomfield, Missouri. At this point, we'll place the wreath in front of the flagpole. Lynn and Yvonne, would you please do the honors? On behalf of the class of 1965, we lay this memorial wreath beneath the flagpole of Tipton High School in remembrance of our deceased classmates. May they rest in peace. So many things have happened since they were called away, so many things to share with them, had they been left to stay. And now on this reunion day, memories do come our way. Though absent, they are ever near, still missed, remembered, always dear.
You can watch her sleeping. She's lost in peaceful dreams, so I turn out the lights and lay there in the dark. And a thought crosses my mind: if I never wake in the morning, would she ever doubt the way I feel about her in my heart? If tomorrow never comes, will she know how much I love her? Did I try in every way to show her every day that she's my only one? And if my time on earth were through, she must face this world without me. Is the love I gave her in the past gonna be enough to last if tomorrow never comes? 'Cause I've lost loved ones in my life who never knew how much I loved them. Now I live with the regret that my true feelings for them never were revealed. So I made a promise to myself to say each day how much she means to me, and avoid that circumstance where there's no second chance to tell her how I feel. 'Cause if